Today's class is all about the solar plexus chakra. It is located just above the navel. It is associated with the color yellow, and it refers to our self-esteem and our personality. It is the final of the 3 grounding chakras that keep us present in our physical world. And today we'll be using the affirmation, I can. For example, I can do anything. So think of your I can affirmation and let's get started. Find a nice comfortable seat on the ground. Whether you need to add a block under some sitting bones, you want to sit in butterfly position or just cross-legged on the floor. Close your eyes and let's take a few centering breaths. Breathing in through the nose and exhaling all that negativity away. Now on your next inhale, let's focus on that spot that's just above the navel. Try to breathe in. Focus all of your breath and your energy right on that spot. And exhale. And for our last inhale, breathe in, I can. And then exhale the rest of your affirmation. All right, we're gonna do a couple of torso twisting here. So keeping my hands on my knees, I'm gonna have a nice tall spine, and we're just gonna circle our bellies around. Maybe starting in one direction, starting off kind of slow. Smaller circles. And then switching directions. Really focusing on that spot in the torso. Like we're waking it up here. All right, finding stillness. If you've got a block, let's get rid of it. And we're gonna go on hands and knees, a couple cat and cows. So same sort of idea with our torso twisting, but just going in one direction. Bring the tummy down toward the ground and inhale for cow. And then exhale, bring the tummy up toward the ceiling, engaging the core, rounding through the shoulders. Now this time, let's lead with the head. First into cow, nice and slow. Let's move every single vertebra very slowly as we then point the tummy down, and then the hips roll downward as well. All right, leading with the head, just bring it down for cat. Rolling the shoulders, bringing the tummy up, and then finally the pelvis following. We're going to do one more of these here, leading with the head, shoulders, the tummy, and then the pelvis. Last one. Head down, shoulders, tummy, and pelvis. All right, from here, let's go back into downward facing dog. So curl the toes, find your good plank position, and then back, downward facing dog. This next move, I like to call it a wave. Kind of feels like you're a wave in an ocean. You're gonna roll the body forward, really pushing the floor away, no sagging through the shoulders. And then you're gonna come backwards, but bend the knees, keeping them up off of the ground. And then pushing the bottom up, downward facing dog. Do that a few more times. So leaning forward, ending in plank, and then scooting our bottoms back, bending at the knees, keeping them up off the ground, pushing our bottoms up, thighs going toward the back of the room. And last one. Bending at the knees and pushing the bottom back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step up. Inhale, halfway rise, fingertips to shins, long spine. And exhale, release, let it go. Inhale, hands up overhead. And then hands down back at our sides. For today's class, we'll be doing 3 variations of a sun salutation A. So sweep the hands up overhead and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise, fingertips to shins, long spine. And exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank, but lower down into the belly. Untuck the toes and rise up for cobra. Do not over squeeze the glutes, press through the pinky toe sides of the feet, and exhale, release. Inhale, rise, light through the hands, elongate the spine so there's no wrinkles in the back of the neck, and exhale, release. Inhale, rise one last time, making it our best cobra yet, and release. Let's tuck the toes, rise up into plank. We're going to sit here for a few breaths. Make sure you've got a good firm foundation, pressing through the index and thumb side of the hand. Our palms are nice and flat toward the ground. Take a deep inhale, I can, and exhale, let it go. Inhale, I can, and let it go. This time on the inhale, let's focus on that spot just above the navel, bringing in positive energy, and then exhale, release. Push back into downward facing dog. Then inhale, look up towards your hands. Exhale, step up towards your hands. Inhale, halfway rise. And then exhale, release. Inhale, hands up overhead, I can. And then exhale, let it go. Let's keep it going. Inhale, hands up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, release. This time we're going to step back into plank. Do not lower to the belly. Make sure you have a good firm foundation in that right hand. Pushing the floor away, bringing the left hand up overhead. Side plank. Engage the core, lift those hips up off the ground, and let's switch it out. Bring the left hand down and the right arm up. Inhale, I can, and release. Let's switch out one more time. Right hand down, left hand up. Inhale, I can, and release. Last one, guys, here we go. Inhale the right arm up, I can, and release, set it down. Push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step up. Inhale, halfway rise. And what we're gonna do here is a little bit of a twist. So I'm gonna bend my right leg, bring my right hand down toward the ground, my left arm up. Forward fold with a twist. Inhaling, I can. And exhale, let it go. Let's switch it out. Let's bring the left hand down, bend that left knee, straighten the right leg. Inhale the arm up. And exhale, let it go. Last deep breath here. All right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise. And let it go. Inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. And exhale, release. Last one. So inhale the hands up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise, I can. And exhale, plant the hands, step back. This time we're gonna lower down to the knees and do a couple of bird dogs here. So bring the left hand up in front of you, and we're gonna bring the right leg back. Option to keep it static or in stillness here. If you would like to make it a little bit harder, you can try to do a little bit of pulsating. Whatever you've chosen, be sure to engage the core, bringing those hips up into the ribs, and envisioning that yellow glowing light just above the navel. All right, let's switch it out. Left hand plants, right knee plants, and we'll switch it out so the right hand comes up. The left leg goes back, staying in stillness or trying that dynamic movement. A little bit of a pulse or a flutter. I'm going to keep breathing. Inhale your I can. And exhale, let it go. One more deep breath. All right, let's plant the hand, plant the knee, step back into downward facing dog. While we're in downward facing dog, I'm just gonna stay here for a breath or two. Really try to root those heels into the ground and pushing the thighs toward the back of the room. Inhale, I can. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, I can. Exhale, release. Inhale, I can. And then exhale. Let's come down to the floor. Find a nice seated position here. This next pose, we will be doing boat pose. You can keep it sort of easy by keeping your hands back behind you and lifting your feet up off of the ground. Make sure that you're engaging the core. This will help keep your legs lifted. Or option to bring the hands out in front of you for a little bit further difficulty. Now that we've found what position works best for us, try to envision that yellow light just above the navel, pulsating with positive energy that we've created during today's practice. Take a deep inhale, I can, and let it go. Can we hold it for one more breath? Inhale. All right, let's set it down. Now bring the hands behind you. Keep the feet, or the heels, I should say, firmly planted in the ground. We're gonna lift the whole body up for a reverse plank. So heels grounded, making sure that our body is as stiff as a board, engaging the core, making sure we're lifting the sitting bones up as far off the mat as we can. Keep pushing the floor away so we're not sagging in the shoulders. Inhale, I can. And exhale, let it go. Let's set it down. Let's lay down on our back. One more final pose. Do a cannonball twist, so bring those knees in. I want to bring them over to the left. You can tee out your arms to the side. Make sure that that right shoulder is not coming up off of the ground. Deep inhale, I can. And then exhale, release. See if you can deepen the twist. Last breath on this side. Inhale. And exhale. Now let's inhale the knees back into center. Now we'll scoot them over to the right. Make sure that your left shoulder is not coming up off of the ground. Inhaling through the nose, I can. And exhale, deepen the twist. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Inhale the legs back to center. Find a comfortable pose for Shavasana. Bringing your palms down at your sides. You can do a little bit of imagery here. I want you to think about a little yellow ball or circle that's glowing or pulsating just above the navel. You have the option to stay in stillness for Shavasana, or if you would like to try, put your hands just above your belly and tap. This tapping can kind of awaken that energy that is kept in that space. Just keep taking deep breaths in through the nose, Breathing in that positive energy, positive affirmation. And then exhale anything that does not serve you. A few more deep breaths. Last one. Thank you for joining me today with our solar plexus chakra class. Remember, you can do anything. I hope your yoga practice continues to thrive.